In this video, you will learn what missing value is and how to replace missing values. What is the missing values? Missing values or missing data is defined as the data value that is not stored for a variable in the observation of interest. That is, maybe you have variables, you have a data set, and some particular variables don't have values stored in them. So these missing values is common when working with real world data sets. Maybe missing data could result from a human factor, for example, a person deliberately failing to respond to a survey question, a problem in the electrical sensor, or other factors, or a typographical error. Maybe while imputing the data, then the value, that particular value, was not imputed, and the questionnaire or the raw file could not be found. So that's cases where you get missing values. So now, how do you replace missing values? In SPSS, there are two methods of replacing missing values. The first method is replace with any value. Here you can use any value to replace wherever there is a missing value. And the second is to replace with the serial mean, whereby you find the mean, you use the mean for all the values, the data set that you have, and replace missing values. So we'll start with the first method of replacing missing values, and the first method is to click on transform, then we'll find recode into same variables. Alright, so now this dialog box here is open. So we'll push the variable into numeric variables. So we want to, maybe for instance, we want to replace the height. There are missing variables in height, so we'll push it, we'll click, then we'll push it into variables. Alright, so now we'll click on system or user, on old and new variables. I'll click on old and new values. So now we've gotten this, and we can see our old value and we can see our new value. Alright, so now we'll input our old value. So when we do that, before we do that, we'll click on system or user missing. Alright, so now we'll click on system or user missing. You see this has gone blank, it's now dim. So now we have our new value. So now we want our new value, want to make our new value what it will be. So we'll now write the value that we want to. So when we write the value that we want, then we click add. So we input the value that we want to use in replacing the missing values here. So let's say we want to use 60 to replace the missing values. So we've typed 60, we'll click add. Alright, so we can still add more values. That we want to use, but which we can't do here right now. So we'll click continue. Alright, so now we'll click OK. So we now go to the variable view, click on the variable view, then click in the missing column here under height. Click this three dotted dots, then we'll click on discrete missing values, then here we'll put 60. Click on 60 and we'll type in 60, then okay. Alright, so now that's one of the methods of replacing our missing values. As you can see, our missing values now has been replaced with 60. Alright, so the next method of replacing missing values, which is the replacing with the serial main. So here we'll try to replace the missing values in weight here using this method. So we'll click on transform, replace missing values. Yes, replace missing values. Alright, so the dialog box is open. So now we'll enter the name for new variable, and let's say the name for this new variable, we can just use the weight. We can still use this name, bring it in there. Alright, so now we'll choose serial main. Here is already chosen as the default series main, or any factor, but series main is what we'll use here. Alright, so we'll click OK. Alright, so it has been okay. This is our result. As you can see, the result variable is weight. So the number of replaced missing values, there were two values that are missing. That is this. Alright, so the case number of non-missing values, the first is 1 while the last is 17. So the number of valid cases is 17. Yes, so we use the mean, series mean, for replacing these values, missing values. Alright, so we can see that it has created a new variable here, while the missing values has been replaced. As you can see, it has been replaced with 182 and 182.67. These are the missing values that have been replaced. As you can see, they are the missing values here in the original data. So this is the data that have been replaced of their missing values using series mean. So this is how to replace missing values in SPSS. I hope this gives you what you're looking for. Please subscribe, like, share, and if you didn't get exactly what you're looking for, you can let us know in the comment section. Thank you.